All right, I'm going to do the Guardian's Cryptic Crossword for Friday, the 25th of July, set by Paul. I am leaving on my holidays, but don't worry, I have something special planned for the next 2 weeks. You'll see what that is on Tuesday. Anyway, yeah, I need a holiday, I think, after Paul, but first let's have the cryptic clue of the day. Yesterday, happy with pâté de foie gras supplier, swap starters to make unfair portions. Well, that was the definition at the end to gerrymander. You had to think of merry for happy, and well, pâté de foie gras can come from goose liver. I'm taking liberties with gander. Anyway, you swap their starters or their first letters. All right, for today, insignia has spaces around beautiful edges. 6 letters. Insignia has spaces around beautiful edges, and it begins with E. All right, let's see what Paul is giving to send me off on my holiday. Bullies given a toss, a grate. Ooh. Oh, well, Alexander was a great. Now, I think in British colleges, if you study the greats, or greats, is that Latin and Greek, or is that classic? I don't know. But what is bullies? Is that an anagram? But I don't see a good 9 letters. Bully could be an anagram indicator, or a toss, of course, but bully, you can also, I think of Theodore Roosevelt exclaiming bully. Yeah, I don't see that one. Go over to the audience for some language. The audience might indicate a homophone, so a word for go over. Is that go over as in physically going somewhere? I think it might be reading over or prepare someone going over something, and then some language. It could be a language. 5 letters. Irish. Lingo we've had before for language. Slang. No, I don't see it. Great band in short. No. Oh, we have another great. Is there a theme? Oh, yeah, there's some greats in the acrosses. Oh, and all right. Not only a Paul, but a Paul with a theme. Sometimes that can help because you think about, oh, what are the different meanings of great? And Alexander definitely would come up, and the Great Lakes. Anyway, this is great swimmer. I'm thinking a whale, like something that is huge, I think you call a whale. But yeah, I'm looking at what that would do to one across. I don't think it would help. Anyway, I'll leave that in. It's the first sniff I've had of anything. Undoing, last of knots, I identified from below. Male cuts through it. I think undoing will be the definition. Last of knots, I think, is an S. And then I identified from below. Yeah, so I think we're going to reverse something for a down clue. Yeah, I'm just thinking about that S. Is that going to end up at the beginning of the word or because of the reversal? I'm thinking it might be S and then something like I saw or I ID'd from below, and then a male. M is going to cut through it, or it could be a he. Undoing. Is there a fancy Greek word for undoing? No, I don't see it. Same absurd ideas crushed by a pro. Ay, ay, ay. Maybe same. Oh, yeah. So I think an anagram of ideas is going to be crushed or surrounded by a pro. Same could be identical, but we don't really have the anagram of ideas. No. Discharge of gas leaving a system when running. Oh, well, running is often on, but I don't get it. Literary similarity great. Small issue with article penned. Oh, a literary similarity. I'm just wondering about something like plagiarism or it could be something like a homage, literary similarity, pastiche. Great, big, OS, and then small, another S. Issue is often child. And then I think it's going to have an article A, an or the penned inside it. But I don't see that. All right, another great banks left corporation. Oh, the banks of the word great might be a G and a T, but they don't go well. But I think banks, yeah, I think banks can mean goes around. And so a three-letter word for great, is it big, goes around an L. And then corporation can be your stomach. So is it a four-letter word for stomach in the end? Yeah, don't quite get that. Skirt wearing scholar lives for the pursuit of titillation. That's great. Um, lives is sometimes just is. Um, maybe this is the pursuit of titillation. And a skirt wearing, I think we might put a short word for skirt around a scholar. Oh dear, there's a lot of abbreviations for that. But yeah, I wonder it could be the IS here. Pursuit of titillation. No. Advancement running plant. No. Place of worship, holy building last of all, visited by primate. Maybe it is a place of worship. Oh, I'd like it to be a temple, but holy. Oh, building last of all. Yes, I think we might get the last letter, at least of building, and then visited by primate. I think maybe we're going to put a ape inside. What's a place of worship with ape in it? Oh, chapel. Ah, let's see if that works. Place of worship, yeah. Oh, holy building is the CH. Oh, and then the last of all is the last of the word all. All right, so it is not my great whale. Great swimmer. Oh, I think it might be brill. Now, I thought brill was like plankton, but and isn't it brill eaten by whales? But I think brill is short for brilliant, great. Ah, so maybe this is the is lives and the pursuit of titillation. Oh, it could be an ism. What's a skirt though, ending in M then? No, don't get it. Oh dear, not only do we have a theme, we have cross references. All right, great book reviewed C. No, great punishment. No, second feather say. One splitting hairs. Oh, second is probably S or Mo. And then feathers say, I think feather is an example of, I don't know what it's an example of. And then one splitting hairs. Oh dear, oh dear. Reportedly, pipe suddenly went down. So a homophone of maybe just pipe and then suddenly went down, sunk, capsized, plummeted. Yeah, it could be a homophone of pipe suddenly, but I think that's unlikely. No, I think it's going to be a sudden sinking. Great romance with piano in a duet. Well, piano I think is going to be a P. So, but a duet question mark. Um, romance, love, amour. No, great in the hinterlands. Low lie, the fields of Athenry. Out. Oh, maybe way out. I think if you live in the hinterlands, you live way out. Not too sure about that. Which is probably what I should do every day, but I rarely do this. I'm gonna look at these downs. Detail, stuff that's about right. So I think detail is going to be the definition. Now, could it be detail, removing the tail? Oh yeah, maybe it's a word for stuff without its last letter. And then the definition, that's about right. But I'm thinking, no, it's stuff, which could be a verb or a noun. And that's going to go around an R. I'm thinking a WR. But what's stuff beginning with W? Yeah, I'm thinking way out might be two way out. Dark, one allowing in minimum of luminescence. Ooh. Oh, maybe the minimum of luminescence might be just the L. But I'm wondering if it is, well, the unit of light I think is a lumen, so but maybe it is something like one, and then is there a letter for like one L? Dark. I think dark is going to be the definition. Umber, I don't know. Yeah, I don't think that way out is right. Great, G, man. Yes, I think it's going to be another word for great. G could be boy. Yeah, I need to start thinking of other words for great. Fantastic, fandabidozy, uh, rapid, we used to say in Dublin back in the day. All right, oh yeah, let me go back to the crosses. Cocktail, one ruined by gin, vermouth, perfect. Yeah, I don't even know where the definition. It could be a cocktail. Is a Mai Tai a cocktail? One ruined by gin. I mean, that sounds like anagramming. Could it be perfect or perfect? No. Two, Stalin scribbled. JS say. Well, JS are initials for Joseph Stalin. Ah, yeah, so the two you have to put in the Roman numerals II. And finally, we get one I'm quite confident about. All right, I mean, it's possible this is ring. Can stuff be wing? What else can, but then how is ring detail? Oh, right. But then white is white. I don't think I've heard of WITE. No, let me go on. Amigo, fed hot, hot curry. All right, I think we're going to put an H for hot inside of a word for amigo. Pal comes to mind. And then I think the definition is going to be a hot curry. Now, I am not a curry aficionado. Is there one called PHAL? Let me look that up. Well, here's the confusing thing about it is, according to Wikipedia, foul with two L's, but also spelled FALL, FAAL, PHAAL, FAHL, or FAL. Originated in the Bangladeshi-owned curry houses of Birmingham. I'm going to go ahead and put it in, even though that doesn't seem to be maybe a recognized spelling. But we shall find out if that sticks. All right, flag raised, white perhaps. Well, surrender comes to mind. But yeah, I don't know why that would be right. Oh, but is it some kind of white wine, maybe? I don't know. All right, let's go back to the downs. I think I left, yeah, off at the literary one. Manipulator, moving to tea shop. Well, I read manipulator and I immediately thought of someone who literally manipulates you, masseur, but also an osteopath. All right, so it's looking like, well, we did know there was going to be an H there anyway. Call, love, and desire, quite fair. No, call could be ring, love, oh, Ringo, and desire, yen, yearn, long. I think quite fair is going to be the definition, but I don't know. Great resources. Yeah, just another word for great, I suppose. Great destruction. A word like maybe smashing, but Yeah, but I do think it might be an ing, but great. Thumping, beating, no. Oh, that was my great G-man. That's my detail stuff. And now our dark. One allowing in minimum of. So I think that L is going to be the minimum of luminescence. And so then I think we're going to put that L in a 4-letter word for one. Ah, a unit, of course, and that gives us unlit. Oh, well, maybe then way out. Far out? Ah, far out sounds more likely. Yes, far out, man. All right. Stuff. Well, I'm still not thinking of a good stuff word. And a detail. No. And that's great. G. Man? What would the man part be? Just a man's name, maybe? Yeah, not seeing that. All right, bullies. Well, the B does make me wonder if we are going to anagram bully. But, all right, at least I know it's not Alexander. Let me think of some other greats from history. No, I'm not getting anywhere with that. I also looked at some of the other clues. I think because I do need to get cracking, I'm going to go ahead and first of all check Brill because I'm not sure about that one. It is right. Okay. Yes, I was hoping it would be wrong because I was getting nowhere with that B. And then let me also check my far out. That's also right. Oh dear. Let's go ahead and check foul. That's also right. And I'm sure about initials. All right, I think I'm going to have to go to wordplays.com early and find a 5-letter word. I mean, fling is really the only thing I can think of, but maybe there's something else. Oh my goodness. Well, I think that's a funny definition, detail. I suppose metaphorically as well as literally, frills are little details, and to stuff something like I'm doing to my suitcase is to fill it. All right, our flag. All right, it's not surrender. Flag raised. Oh, do we? No, I think raised would be a reversal indicator only for a down clue. Maybe a word for flagging, like tired. Maybe, and then white. Oh, I am wondering about something light, which would make this an ing. Great G-man. Oh, a man could be a chess piece and a king. Is core? I don't know if core is necessarily great. You know, I think you would say core even if you saw something terrible. I've never really said core in my life, but then again, I've never really said corking either, but I think that must be right. All right, reportedly, pipe suddenly went down. I think it's going to be an ED ending. I mean, could it be just went down as in something went down in town today. Jacked, locked, rucked, mucked. Oh, ducked, of course, would be a pipe. Oh my goodness. I'm glad I was saying that out loud. But yeah, suddenly went down, ducked. All right, so what's our flag then? Is that going to be an E? Could be an N, like sign light. No. Flag raised. White, perhaps. What's the white? White light? White heat? No. And here's our great destruction. Oh, I was looking at one earlier, the great punishment, and I was thinking of either slapping or whacking. I think whacking I've heard more like a whacking great something or other. Whereas slapping, we had a slapping meal. Well, you can have a slap up meal, but I think slapping too. But anyway, here's our same absurd ideas crushed by a pro. Yeah, who's the pro? Knowing Paul, it might be a professional of certain kind, but can't think of a word ending in D. But I think the definition is going to be same. Oh, I'm wondering if the anagram of ideas crushed by, maybe crushed by just means it's underneath. But I was thinking surrounding. So I think we would have an S somewhere. And a D. Well, see, that could be the D. All right, I think I'm going to have to go back to word plays for this one too. Ah, yeah. Luckily, I use word plays. I don't think I would have thought of this word aforesaid. And a pro is something that is for a for, and then it does crush underneath it the anagram of ideas. Ooh, advancement. Running would be on, and then a four-letter plant, advancement, on rush. Rush is a plant. All right, again, it's early, but I'm going to check that one. It is right. Discharge of gas. Ooh, leaving a system when running. Funny word. I suppose that'll be a C or an N. Could be EA, K. Ooh, something leak, maybe. Discharge of gas leaving a system. No, I don't see it. And there's our literary similarity. I'm thinking it's going to be, oh, I think there is the word. I think that maybe in a literary sense means there's some kind of similarity, resonance. Small. Well, oh, there's our issue is the sun and article. I'm not sure I'm getting what the small, oh, the great is. Yeah, let me go ahead and check this one too. Oh, maybe assonance. I'll just try one more time. One more bite at the cherry. Yeah, that's what it is. All right. Yeah, and I think in poetry, isn't it a rhyme? Is it vowel rhyme or something? So great is ace. Ah, yes. S for small, sun, and then an is the article. All right. Great. Banks, left, corporation. Ah, great is fab. And your corporation, your tummy might be flab, hence the question mark. All right, discharge of gas leaving a system. Let me pause and think what vowel is going to come second. Oh my goodness, this is so Paul. It's a word I haven't heard of. Now, I have heard of this system of you sprint, then you walk, and then you sprint again. And apparently in Sweden, it's called fartlek. So discharge of gas would be fart, but then leaving a system. How is that lek? All right, we will take a look at 15 squared. Have I got 17 yet? No. Okay, so I can look at that one, even though I have. Oh, I think it's going to be another ing word. Oh, could this end in W? Undoing? Last of knots, I identified from below. Male cuts through it. No, I'm going to actually go ahead and check whacking. Oh, spanking, a spanking new car or something like that. Yeah. Oh boy. So that does. I was thinking it was going to be the last of knots, and then something I identified from below, and an M going in there somewhere. All right, let me pause and think about that. I think it's going to be another strange word. Well, it is a word I know. I just wouldn't have thought of this as your undoing, your rival, maybe, or yeah, I think rival, but I think it's nemesis, where it is last of knots, the S, then I, and identified is seen, and it has an M cutting through it. I suppose we should be grateful that Paul didn't go for something else for the wordplay there. All right, here's our bullies given a toss. A great. I'm thinking it's something like BANIA, but I don't see how bullies given a toss. Or maybe it is a bully, maybe a bully from mythology. And then given a toss, oh, of course, Ali, who I should think of as a great. Still don't know, but let's see, great. Not swelling, spelling, shelling, sterling. Oh, could 17 be something to do with money? Yes. Oh, capital. Yes. So there we go. 2 for the price of 1 there. All right. Second. Feather might be a tickler. Ah, yes. Of course. I should have thought of that one. Great destruction. Rocking, maybe. Let's check that. Oh, no. I'm just going to go ahead and reveal that one. Ripping. Oh, I loved ripping yarns. I was just the right age, I think, when it came out. But yeah, brilliant, brilliant program. Oh, so we got a lot of P's here. Great romance with piano in a duet. Let me pause and ponder that one. All right, I went to wordplays, and boy, am I glad I did. I don't know this expression for great, but whoop, whoop. And it's two woos and a P for piano and a duet because you do it twice. I mean, it's very clever, but whoop, whoop. I don't. Yeah, I really do not like that one. Okay, this one I did say Mai Tai earlier. One ruined by gin, vermouth, perfect. No, I'm going to go ahead and check that one. It is right, but why it is right, I've absolutely no idea. Call, love, and desire, quite fair. Oh, I'm wondering about something like bellowing could be a call. Love and desire. No, I mean it seems very unlikely, but it fits. Let's check that one. No, let's reveal it. Yellowish. Okay, so quite fair is the definition, and yell. Love is the O, and desire is a wish, of course. Oh, had to flag something would be to highlight it. Raised is high, and white, I suppose if something is light in color, maybe it's white, but I think people would say it's white if it was white. But anyway, great band in short. I think it might mean in short, and a short word for great, and then a short word for band. Now, is it going to be a musical band? And then it's going to mean in short. Oh, I thought it might have been an ly, but yeah, great. Book, reviewed, see. Yeah, I think that might be a reversal of great book. What's great beginning with Y though, and then C? Let me pause and ponder that. No, I'm not getting anything for this, and Wordplay's had so many options. I'm just going to go ahead and reveal this one. Oh, lovely. Book reviewed C. I don't get that at all. No, nothing at all. I also gave up and looked at word plays for this one, and yeah, there weren't too many options. And as a Simpsons fan, I should have thought of Cowabunga Dude, but I didn't. I think bully is cow. That's terrible. I don't like that. Give an A, and then a bung is toss. That's fine, and then another A. Yeah, I just think bully. Oh no, sorry. I was thinking of bull and cow, but no, if you bully somebody, you do cow them. All right, I take that. Take that back. Yeah. Anyway, I need a holiday. Go over, oh, coach, maybe? To go over something with someone, but for some language. No, and then my great band in short. Well, could it be a short, like a type of shorts, Bermuda shorts? Whipple, is that a word? No, and then I have my skirt. So I think the skirt must end in M. Let me pause and try and think of a skirt. Oh, it could be the verb to skirt ending in M. I again had to go back to word plays, and it is a hem. I suppose the skirt of something is the hem. The scholar, I should have thought, is a don, and then hedonism, the pursuit of titillation. All right. Okay, great. Oh, whoopee, maybe? I don't know. Oh, the band is the Who, and then in short, I don't know. Let's go ahead and check it. Oh, let's reveal it. Oh, whoopee with two E's. Okay, I still don't really get that one, but that's all right. So, oh, check. I think if you go over something, you might check it. All right, I'm glad to see the end of that one. Did we have a Pangat? Can't even talk. Yeah, let me just check all. Everything else stayed put. All right, let's take a quick peek at 15 squared. All right, the blog is by Manehi. A tricky solve, I'll say. Some help from the theme, maybe a little bit, but not enough for me. Yeah, cow is to bully. What ones did I write down? Volume is a book reversed, and of course, I should have thought we've seen it so often. A sea is often the city of Ely. All right, and then Ma is mother, one ruined by gin. Oh my goodness. Oh, I should have remembered that. I think it's been a while since we saw it. Italian vermouth. And AI, A1 best quality or perfect. Very tricky parsing there, I feel. And then on the downs, Hoop is a band. Nothing to do with the Who. And We is small or short. Yeah. Yeah, no, I did get a said. This fartlek. Oh, a leak. Ah, discharge of gas. You have to put both fart and leak together for discharge of gas. Minus leaving a. Yeah, we've seen that sort of verbiage before. It always looks wrong, but I think we just have to accept it as a convention. All right, first ball I've completed. Ooh, far from easy. Yeah, had to reveal one. Then M. Courtney did better than me. Very enjoyable for a poll. Oh, some questions about the spelling. It can vary from menu to menu. KVA loved it. Anyway, I won't belabor the point. Anyway, thanks as always for watching. Have a great day. You will be seeing me for the next 2 weeks, but I look forward to seeing you not live, but more up to date in a couple of weeks. Anyway, thanks as always for watching and have a great day and a great weekend.